Today we're going to be paying a visit to Andre at Black and Gray Honda. It's a privately held collection of over 100 Honda motorcycles. He has two of the oval piston ones that are very, very rare and collectible. A brand new SANDCAST 750 with less than 1 mile on the speedometer, and CBXs, at least one of every one of the bikes that are now collectible by Honda lovers worldwide.
I want.
Oh.
That's I had that in '96. I bought it.
That's nice.
And it was beautiful, and I sold it.
You know,
You have one though.
So we haven't even gone inside yet, and they're negotiating the sale of Michelle's bike.
so many people,
This is Black and Gray Honda here.
Old building. This is all new.
All new.
Wow.
Oh man, nice.
German crop inside there hiding.
I'm so pissed at you. I cut these tails off.
Everybody did it back then.
Right. So I'm waiting for the license plate jump.
But it's all original, other than.
Yeah. He had he had everything. You know, he had a black windshield on it. Took that off. But he had the original windshield. So that was nice. You know.
Wow.
And
And it was the stock pipes.
yeah.
They're not as big as I remembered.
Right.
I remember them being.
Blackbird motor.
No, I don't remember it. Mine was great. You know, I had it for years, so. I didn't.
So then in here.
This is exactly what it looked like.
Now, part of his collection he has, and we're going to show it later in the video, is he has a beautiful, beautiful mint Honda Blackbird. That is a truly, truly collectible bike.
A couple times, you know,
Oh,
sell
It's a
it.
Puerto Rican bike now.
Yeah.
On video now.
Right. So I just got that. I drove to North Carolina last weekend. It's got
Oh, really?
800 miles on it.
That's the first gen.
Oh my god. So it was at a dealer? It was new?
No, I got it for a little bit, put 800 miles on
This
it.
is the one you want.
And that was it.
The same with mine. Mine was very low mileage on 1500.
Yeah.
Old bike, right?
Registered and titled.
Yeah.
That's the one you had.
Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
That was the first legal U.S. model.
Same ride.
Same everything.
The government, yeah. Bringing it into the country.
Even in the workshop area, everything is immaculately clean, and he keeps his street-driven NR in the workshop where he can just open a garage door and take a ride, and we rides it. By the end of this video, we convinced him to start it for us. I wanted to hear it. It has 8 connecting rods, 32 valves, oval pistons, very, very limited quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they're not as, you know, I bought it with the idea that, you know, some days I don't feel like being bent up on those bikes. And this thing's like a truck, it's comfortable, but it's just so heavy. So I thought, oh, you know, it was eyeballing these. And I got it, and, you know, it's not that light.
No, it's 560, I think.
Yeah.
16
I
inch.
mean, to redo it, because this was, they did a series of 3 of these. This is the Hawk 1. Then there's a Hawk 2 upstairs, which was the automatic 400.
Yeah.
And then they made a 750, so.
It's showtime! Showtime.
Love the seat.
Well, that didn't change.
But, no, that's still sitting there.
73.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go this way. So I think when you were here last, all the bikes were on this side.
Yes.
Over there. And then I basically made an apartment for myself.
This is all new from the other time I was here.
Oh,
Well, we were here.
that's not a bad thing to have in your living room.
Right,
Good thing you're not married.
right,
Or if you were, to me, I'd be okay with it.
yeah. So these are all 0-mile bikes.
Wow.
Michelle, check the wheels out. Is that cool?
The whole thing's cool. Carbon fiber.
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing is cool. Now, the thing you notice as you enter the showroom and you walk around, everything is immaculate. Everything has a coat of wax on it. Everything is pristine. There's nothing rusty. There's no rusty bolts or flat black wheels with chips out of them. Everything is immaculate. And you look at some of these bikes, and they not only showroom, they look better than showroom. They look like somebody's buffed out all the paint and waxed the parts and cleaned them. Now these oval piston bikes, the NRs, are extremely rare. And again, we talked Andre into starting the one he drives on the street. At the end of the video, we'll put that, because we're still in the showroom. And I was trying to take a combination of some pictures and some video to make this visit available, because this collection is not open to the public. So this probably is a good way to see it.
I didn't do my own recall on this.
Really?
You did what? What did
There
you
was a
recall?
recall
Alright,
on
we're
it.
gonna be
You know,
one
I
shot.
got it from my friend.
I'll get out of here, Michelle. I know you want to be in every picture.
No, I don't want to be
And
in
I
your
got to put
things.
panties in a bunch because
I
I
just want
was
to
like,
take a
hey.
Now, there's a pretty organized in such a way that it makes sense. Some of the sport bikes are all in rows, and some of the smaller bikes are in rows. But this bike in particular, I think, is one of the ones he really treasures. And I know, unless I'm wrong, this is the one he has a spare engine still in a crate for. And when you buy this bike, you get a spare engine. That's pretty cool. I didn't get a spare engine for mine.
Downstairs. I was going to do it yesterday, but I
Oh,
didn't get to it.
sure,
So,
well, yeah, why not? If you want.
Michelle, come this way.
Alright.
And then you come in here.
Yeah, that's the brand new 1000.
So this is just a little walk around tour of the bikes that are in the smaller of the two showrooms, the one you enter when you first walk in. And this one has the beautiful, beautiful MotoGP bike, and a couple of the other bikes that I know Andre treasures every one of them. And he really has a passion for Hondas, as does Michelle. And this, of course, he has two of the NRs, and everything in this whole place is just immaculate, cleaned, waxed, and ready to go. This is really a special collection.
That is a beauty.
That brings back a lot of memories, boy.
Yeah.
That's what's good on
When I had my H1, we'd look for these guys.
This thing has a dry sump, right?
I don't know. Andre would
And
know.
a dry sump on this?
What's that?
On this 750? Oh yeah, look at the tank. The tank is on this side, windy.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's a dry sump.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, this is the SANDCAST.
This is the one that they got with 1 mile.
Now, when I did the first black and gray video a few years ago and posted it, it was, of course, well received. But this same bike with 1 mile on the Odo, this bike did not have the correct mirrors, and it bothered Andre. I see he has the box with the correct mirrors under the bike now. So the bike is now 100% complete. So we're just going to do what I call the perp walk. And this is the bike Ray has. Ray has one of these. A 200. Another 200.
CB11. Well, everything comes with that.
Now, if you look at the Black and Gray website, you will see a list of each one of the bikes that Andre has in his collection. I did not look, but Michelle told me there were over 100, and she knew that the one she had, the 954, was missing from his collection, but he's probably got every other one here. I don't know. I have seen other bike collections in England and different places that I've been in the world, but I've not seen a nicer collection, and it seems logical the way it's all laid out, and it just shows you when you have a passion for something, and obviously Andre has a passion for, guess what? Hondas.
This is a beast.
So
That's a
smooth.
Blackbird?
Yeah. In fact, 180 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful paint.
It's long-legged. It only has 135 horsepower, I think.
Yeah, it's probably geared real high though.
You need to see all the time.
This CBX was just one super pristine example with the original Comstar wheels. All of the original parts everywhere. Paint immaculate, clean as a whistle, no rust. Has the safety bars, which were common on this bike, I guess because of the motor sticking out so far. But again, one of the bikes everybody that loves Hondas would like to have in their collection. I'd like to have it in my collection. In fact, Rip has been thinking about giving me one of his, so I have a restoration project for next winter. All the turbo bikes here in a row.
I had 50,000 miles on my,
You had one of them?
yeah, 2 of them.
That's right, you sent me some pictures one time,
Yeah.
when you were a young man. Old pictures. Very old pictures. Gear-driven cams. And my favorite, the Hawk. Oh man, that is in nice shape.
I don't see it. It was not a problem. It was never a problem. Oh, right. I don't know why everybody made a problem over this thing for years.
This one I could ride all day long. I used to ride that.
Now we spent a couple hours here and looking at everything we possibly could from every angle, and believe me, it did not get boring at all.
Outside, I'm sure you've ridden one before. Right? I think it's the same thing. You sit in it. It's not the clip-ons aren't so low. You you feel good.
We changed the R1 from clip-ons to handlebars.
I wanted to do a panorama shot here just to get an idea of how nice this is laid out. It's really, I think it's much nicer than the way they were laid out the last time I was here.
Look at these over here. This is me. These are Honda HRC stuff. When in the '80s that he ran a Honda team, you know, domestically. And
Who is this guy?
he's the editor of Road Racing World. So he had access to all this HRC stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, come on over and get whatever you need." So, oops.
Oh my God, you got some on the floor there too. I didn't even see all of them.
Yeah,
This is light.
yeah.
Nice, huh?
Are they cool?
Magnesium or aluminum?
What's that?
Magnesium or aluminum?
I think they're magnesium.
That is just one bike after another. They are so beautiful. Everything's in mint condition. Mint.
Look at this, Don's,
He does have a two-stroke.
look at Don's twin.
He does have a two-stroke Honda.
69.
Yeah, that's a good deal. One. And it was being auctioned out at Walker in Jersey. The auction I thought it could go, so it's a Jersey throw number. So once they show, once they.
Now, Michelle had this exact bike in the same color, and she had the pictures of it on her phone, only hers had black wheels. So we were debating back and forth if Michelle painted the wheels on her bike, or this one they painted, or maybe both, I don't know, or none, I don't know. Now, every time I'm here, I have the same conclusion. I have lived my whole life, 70, almost 77 years. I have never owned a Honda car, never owned a Honda motorcycle or a lawnmower or electric shaver or whatever. But I know it's on my bucket list. I just have to figure out which one I want. Even now, after going through this collection, my head was spinning on the way home thinking, we need a restoration project for next year. and I need to have a Honda. And I'm sure Karen is going to at least meet me halfway on this.
Because the manufacturers are doing this, and Craig's not really fair, basically like this, right? And eventually you're going to have it, so what is this? This is 76, that's the 83, so the manufacturer says, ooh, you go find this crap in the car, right? With Craig better, and now I did put, I was already. So there's a nice book about industrial design in the United States, which went in, and they want people to Craig better under the entrepreneur section. So I thought, wow, this is so good. So anyway, that's what I kind of lost. This is, oh, really?
Yeah, just retired in
No kidding. How many years? Really? So you want to quit? Huh? Yeah, no, I feel like,
the federal government period.
yeah, I just,
And as I'm taking pictures, I'm making little notations in my mind. Since this bike never really, for all purposes, has been driven, there aren't even scratches on the disc rotor. There are no exhaust drools or inside the pipes. It's not all gummy and greasy. And the paint has never seen a single raindrop. So that's really pretty cool. Now, for this bike to be in this condition, of course, with 1 mile on it, it's not a restored bike. This is the way it came from Honda. And I'm looking at every single piece of this, and it is really, really, well, all Honda stuff is super quality workmanship, but this was exceptional. I can imagine back in the day going to the showroom and seeing this bike and how much you would want to have one. Holy mackerel.
With this collection, I wouldn't even dream.
so what do you think? Is it better than the website? Probably, right? I don't know.
Well, the website only has the
Yeah,
photo pictures.
right,
This,
yeah.
this is like real life.
What do you think when? Yeah.
And yours had black wheels, you said?
Yep.
Yours had black wheels. Okay. Let me see. That's Photoshop, by the way.
This is a picture of a snapshot, so it ain't.
Should be circling the building now every day.
You want to come back?
I come back here,
Yeah, everyone, helping out, terrorists, and work.
We've forgotten more about when we went on that, so that's the one thing.
Now, I remember like it was yesterday when the CBX first came out. Every time you'd see one on the street, and it was such an unusual bike and so cool with the six exhaust pipes. Everybody would stop and look at these. Oh my God, they were a showstopper. And you know what? What's funny? They have stood the test of time, and they're still a really hot collector bike. And I know in England they're a super hot collector bike, and they just never go out of style. It's the classic beauty. Looking at that engine, there's no frame rails in front of it, and it is one of the sweetest sounds in motorcycling. We're going to go listen to the NR Oval Piston bike run.
Yeah.
What a visit. Thank you so much.
All that blasting they do, all the soda and sand.
Yeah.
I hate to keep this thing covered with plastic, but if I
Can't you get
forget-
a chamois?
If I forget to close that door in there and close this door,
Oh,
car, everything's covered with that white film.
yeah.
And nobody noticed my spray. Right here.
Oh yeah, it's free.
Cover it up. Don't get it dusty.
That's right. Okay.
So there's only somewhere between 200 and 300 of these in the world.
Yeah.
It's covered.
And how many cylinders are there?
42,000.
There's 4 oval cylinders.
It's 8
8
connected rods.
connecting rods?
You know, you can use underwear bands.
They're
Phil, would you like to listen to that as you went to bed at night? Have it exhaust out the window. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at that carbon fiber work. Oh, don't get a fingerprint on it. What's that? Oh my God.
Jose, in the trunk.
It's amazing how good the bike is.
And now all we got to do is get home on a 96-degree day. Is it hot? Now on my ride home, and I had about a 60-mile ride in 90-plus degree heat. It was not a pleasant ride home, that's for sure. But the things that were going through my mind is just how much passion you need to assemble a collection like this of your favorite motorcycle. This is a very unique thing in all the world, and I don't know who else has anything at this level. This is by far the nicest collection of bikes I've ever seen in my lifetime. Now maybe there are other people with, you know, bigger collections, but this one is unique because to me every bike in this collection is something I'd like to have. These are not, you know, oddball things. These are things you can get out on the street and ride, and especially that oval piston bike. That is really, and this 1 mile, that's unbelievable. But hey, when you have passion, all things are possible. Now, if you've never seen a Windy video, this is my small, humble collection of 9 motorcycles. 7 of them are registered, and we're always looking to add to our collection, but we don't have a Honda. And I'm going to make it my point over the before the next winter comes to search out and maybe find something I can work on, because I like to have a restoration project every winter. All of the bikes in my collection have been restored by me. I try to post up a video almost every day, and I hope you enjoy this presentation and all the presentations on our channel. And thank you, Andre, and thank you so much for watching.